Hello friends, welcome back to another video. Let me hope you're doing fine. Well, your girl here is doing fine. If it's your very first time here, I'm Sharita Ahmed. I hope you stay. I'm a mother of two and I stay with my two children and my one husband. So if you have been here for a long time, thank you so much for always coming back to watch these videos. And in today's video we are going to be talking about groceries. If you're here and you want to reduce your grocery shopping, you want to know how to go about your groceries, maintain those groceries that you always have, how to keep them, you are in the right place. Today's video I'm just going to be giving you tips and hacks on how you can reduce your budget. Me myself here, I reduced my budget from 800,000 Ugandan shillings, that is about $200, to 400,000 Ugandan shillings, that is about now $100, because now the dollar is up, so it is 400,000 Ugandan shillings. So guys, how did I do that? It is very simple, because we still have the same meals and I still buy the essentials and we are still surviving on that budget. So I'm going to give you tips and hacks on how I did that. Yeah, I hope you get something from this video, and indeed you're going to get something from this video. So let's get started. First of all, you have to have a budget. What do I mean? Are you going to be shopping for weekly shopping? Are you going to go for daily shopping? Are you going to go for monthly shopping? Are you going to go for bulky shopping that can take you years? Yeah, you need to have a budget. So for me, I'm going to be talking about the weekly and monthly, because that's what I always do. I do the weekly and I also do the monthly shoppings. So let's start from the monthly shoppings. So before we jump into the monthly shopping, I know very many of you here, I know some of you here don't do that monthly shopping and you would love to join the monthly shopping crew. How are you going to jump onto the monthly shopping without, putting your budget so high? First of all, you have to track on the things you use daily. What do I mean? Because some people here do the daily shoppings, that when the sugar, you buy 1 kilo of sugar at home, then when it gets done, you send someone, or you send your maid or a child, or you yourself, you go to the shop and buy another kilo and you consume that. That goes on with other things like soap and maybe flour, anything that you're having at home. It first gets over, then you go to the shop and buy. So that is called the daily shopping, because you keep on going to the shop to get what you don't have at home, because you didn't restock or anything. You just do the daily shoppings. Daily shoppings are always expensive. I would love to advise you to jump to monthly shoppings and weekly shoppings. Yeah, because when you be buying daily, there is a way you don't track the intake of what you're buying. When flour is done, you just run to the shop and buy. When the bar of soap is done, you just run to the shop and buy. If you can afford the monthly shopping, I would love you to jump on the monthly shopping rather than doing the daily, because the daily, really, you spend a lot on that, but you don't know. Because when you sit down and you count how many kilos of sugar you've bought in a month, you'll find yourself that you've taken 12 kgs of sugar, because every week you're buying like 3 kgs of sugar. Yeah, and for the month, you will know that, yeah, this is the amount of sugar we do consume in a month. It may be 3 or 4 kgs of sugar, and you'll be tracking that sugar so that it can take you for the full month. Yeah, but if you're doing the daily, you won't mind. You'll be like, if it gets done, I'll just go back to the shop and buy another kilo of sugar. So I would love any person here who's doing the daily shoppings. Okay, you may have your reasons as you don't want to leave the daily shoppings, but if you don't have any big reason, please jump to the monthly shoppings. Okay, so let's talk about the monthly shoppings. So I've just hoped to those people who are doing the daily to jump on the monthly, so that I can give you these tips on how you can reduce that budget for the monthly shopping. Okay, for those who are already doing the monthly shoppings, here we come. So before you budget, or before you do the budgeting, please go to your pantry, your cabinets, where you keep those groceries. Try to clean the space and note down the things that are completely done and the things that are halfway. I'm coming to the reason as to why I'm telling you this. So note down the things that are completely done and the things that are halfway. So why are you noting down the things that are done? Because you're going to, let me give an example. If you don't have any sugar on you and you always consume 3 kgs of sugar a month, you're going to write on your list that I'm going to be buying 3 kgs of sugar. But now, when it comes to the things which are halfway, let me say the beans, in a month, you always consume 1.5. Maybe in that month, you didn't eat a lot of beans and some half is remaining. So when you're going to the shop to buy, you only buy 1 kilo. You don't buy 1.5. That will also help you keep the budget low. You take 1.5 in a month, but you still have the half. So you just need to buy 1 kilo to add on the half that you have to make 1.5, which can take you for the whole month. So that is also another trick, that the money which you're going to use to buy the half, it is saved. Yeah, that is already saved, or it is cut off from your budget, hence putting the budget low. Yeah, so note down the things that are completely done and are halfway done. Let me also give an example. Let me bring a tin of Reiko and I'll come back. I'm back and this is a tin of Reiko. So let me give an example that tomorrow I'm going for grocery shopping and I have this tin of Reiko. It is halfway. As you can see, it is just halfway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to note down that I'm going to buy Reiko, but I'm not going to buy the whole tin. I'm just going to buy 1 sachet of Reiko. Yeah, I'm just going to buy 1 sachet of Reiko and I'm just going to come back and refill this Reiko jar so that it is full to take me a month. So that is another trick, that you don't buy, there is no need for you to buy another full tin of Reiko, because if you say that you use 1 tin a month and maybe you didn't use it well to get over that month, you don't need to buy another tin of Reiko. Just buy a sachet, which is cheaper, and refill your tin. Okay, hence reducing on that budget that has been so high. Let's go to tip number 2. That was tip number 1. Always go through your pantry and note down what you have, what is completely done and what is halfway done. So tip number 2, I have my book over here and I've been writing down all the tips that I'm going to be giving you guys. I hope you're enjoying the video, and hopefully I know these tips are going to help you here and there to reduce that budget. Is stick on your budget. How are you going to stick on your budget? If you've been using a credit card to shop those groceries, please stop that, because a credit card, let me say it's unlimited, because you're going to shop and you just go to the counter, give your card, they will just deduct any amount and you won't be bothered. So if you've been using a credit card to shop here and there, please stop that. What you're going to do is go to the ATM, withdraw that money. So for me, I stopped using my card immediately. I reduced my budget. Yeah, I just go to the ATM, remove the money, that is 400,000, put in my purse, go to the supermarket and the market, shop for what I need to shop and come back home. Those days before reducing the budget, I used to go with my ATM card. And when you go with your ATM card, trust me, you're just unlimited. It is just unlimited. You'll pick even what you don't want, because you know they're just going to deduct money from the ATM card. Like, there is a way it's unlimited, guys. Let me say that it's unlimited. But when you have strict cash in your wallet, trust me, you'll just stick on the budget. But when you're shopping with a credit card, it's gone. it's gone. It's gone. So please try to withdraw the money before entering the supermarket. Have the money on hand so that you don't pull out your credit card, okay? That is tip number 2. Tip number 3, tip you enter that supermarket or that mall or that market where you get your groceries or any wholesale shop, please stick on the list. Look onto the list and stick on that. Don't just buy things that are not on the list, because if you do buy things that are not on the list, it's going to affect your budget. Yeah, it's going to affect your budget and you end up not buying certain things. Yes, so stick on the budget. Buy only the things that are on the list. So let me also talk about offers in the supermarkets, because some supermarkets have offers. Now you land on an item that is not on your list but is on offer. What do? Please just pass and leave that item alone. Let that offer pass you, because we are sticking on the list and the budget. We love cheap things, we love offers, but when you are focused, there is a way you achieve bigger things. Yeah, so when you are focused, you achieve bigger things. So let the offers not distract you or anything like that. So let's talk about tip number 4. Is my okay, it's here. Okay, we've talked about buy only what is on the list. Okay, now tip number 4 is going to apply when you're buying vegetables. So in the supermarket, please try to buy vegetables in the markets. Don't buy vegetables in the supermarket. They are kind of expensive there. So for me, what I always buy in the supermarket is maybe corn. Yeah, corn, because you cannot find it in our local markets. Then these other tomatoes, onions, the matoke, Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, those ones you can find them in the local markets. Please support those ladies. They have fresh things. But when you find those local markets, try to find one person that you always get your groceries from or your vegetables from. That will help you to just always stick on the budget, because even when that person increases, it won't affect you as a person who is just moving up and down, buying from this person, like this day, and another day you're buying from this person, another day you're buying from another market. That really affected me when I came here in Namgongo. I didn't know where to get those fresh groceries from. I used to move from one market to another. I used to go to Nalia, I used to go to Chalwajara. So I just picked one place, and that is here in Namgongo. And trust me, when you buy from one person, you have very many advantages. How? That person that person can always give you bonus. We call it nyongeza here. That person will always give you bonus. How? Maybe if he's selling 4 tomatoes for 1,000, he will always put for you another tomato to say, yeah, you're my customer, just like that. So just stick on one person to get your produce from. Even when those things or the tomatoes go high, there is a way you connect with that person, and that person will always favor you because you are his or her good customer. So yeah, stick with one person. So now let me talk about this second last tip. Okay, the second last tip is about how you plan your meals. It is also going to help you know how to track those groceries. Plan your meal very well so that you can track those groceries, and they can take you through the entire month or through the entire week. So for me, I've already shared with you my meal preps. If you've not watched those videos, you can go back and check on them. I always prepare one meal in a day, and I always portion that meal that it can cater for my children, my husband, and me. So I really don't budget for abrupt vistas. Always make a meal plan and don't waste food. For me, I'm this one person who cannot keep food in the fridge for 2 or 3 days. I really don't like that. What I prepare today is what we shall have today, and tomorrow I'll prepare a different meal. So I'm not a fan of frozen meals. But if you're a fan of frozen meals, you can do batch cooking. After doing your monthly groceries, you can do batch cooking, put in the fridge, and you'll be consuming that food in a month. But for me, that's not for me. I always cook daily, and I always cook a different meal each and every day. I always make sure that I plan for the meal. How? For me, even I count food. I know some people will be like, how do you count food? I do count food. For example, if I buy matoke and we are going to eat matoke, I always count them. I'll be like, I can consume 4 for lunch, and I can consume 3 for dinner. My kids can consume 2 for lunch, 2 for dinner. I do count, by the way. I do count that food. And when you start counting food, trust me, you will not waste any food, because there is always a lot of wastage in food. You find yourself cooking food and it ends up in the dustbin. That is very bad. Try to budget and prepare the amount that you can finish. If for example, you've prepared food and it's not enough, you can take a cup of tea. We always have juice in the fridge, so I can always, get a glass of juice, or maybe eat some watermelon, eat something. But please try to budget. Try to plan for that food so that you cannot waste that food. So the last tip before I talk about the weekly shopping, please try to buy the essentials, buy the needs, buy the essentials. Yeah, sugar is an essential, salt, noodles, that is not an essential. You can live without noodles. When you have spaghetti, why do you need the noodles, guys? Don't even change. So if you want to reduce that budget of yours, consider some things. You don't need to buy that Renzori bottle of water each and every day, or every after 2 days, or every after 1 week. Depends on how many people you are at home. You don't need to buy that. Get your kettle, get your saucepan, get your anything, boil the drinking water. When you're staying home, you have all the time. Even when you're working, you have a maid at home. Tell her to boil the drinking water. It is even safer than the refills that you always go and refill. Yeah. So guys, please try to be keen on what you're putting on your list. So I feel like noodles, that is just a luxury. Oh, okay, you do enjoy noodles, but if you can live without them, please, you can live without them. I stopped buying a lot of snacks like gorillos. I'm not saying these things, I stopped buying them, but it doesn't mean that we don't enjoy them. If you see me eating gorillos, don't be offended, or don't come for me, please. I do eat these things, but I don't buy them. I just buy them once in a while. Maybe in a year I'll buy maybe 2 times in a year, or maybe when we are going out, or my sister has come and she has come with a snack. Of course, I will not tell her, oh, don't give us those snacks, we cannot eat those snacks. Yeah, this and that. I stopped buying these snacks for my kids so they cannot enjoy those. No, I'll welcome her. We shall have those snacks, we shall enjoy them. But me buying them on a monthly or weekly basis, I won't buy them. I won't buy those snacks. The gorillos, there are very many snacks on the market, and by the way, those snacks are the #1 thing that bring cough and flu infections in kids, if you don't know that. Another item that I kicked off my list, the packed juice, guys. The packed juice. We don't do the packed juice. All those juice that you see on the market that are packed, we don't do those. Even if they're international or what, or locally made, we don't do those. We don't do those. We make our fresh juice from home, made from fruits that I always buy from the market, organic fruits, and we do enjoy that juice at home. And I feel like that is healthier and affordable at the same time, because these packed juice, they're not healthy at all. Buy something like cold mango juice, and taking that It's not even mango juice. Those are chemicals. They just add in some chemicals and preservatives and some flavors, and they tell you that it's mango juice, guys. That is not good for the kids. That's not good for the kids. You keep filling your fridge with the juice that you're taking. Oh, I'm taking mango juice, but I'm not taking mango juice. That is not mango juice. That's a chemical, and you're killing your family. Yeah. So guys, okay, let me take this opportunity to blame me and blame you. Okay, do we really need to buy cooking cream to add in food? You don't need that cooking cream. You don't need it. You can still have your test meal without cooking cream. Do you really need tomato paste to add in your food? Really? When you have the juice tomatoes, the organic tomatoes from the, from the market, do you really need tomato paste? Kick them off. Kick them off. They don't even make the food tasty. Kick them off. You can still survive with this, still survive without them. So try to buy the essentials. So guys, let us talk about weekly shoppings. So these weekly shoppings, most of the times we just buy the vegetables. Yeah, you just buy the vegetables, the tomatoes, the matoke. Most of you don't see me buy matoke on a monthly, because I do buy matoke weekly. Yeah, buy those fresh vegetables weekly. Matoke, sweet potatoes, Irish, all those, I just buy them weekly. So thank you so much for watching me until this far. I'll see you in my next one. Please put your hacks and tips down below in the comment section. I would love to read through all those comments. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.